Hey guys, welcome back. We're so excited to have you on our channel. You are on our show. We are Generation Z entrepreneurs.
Hey guys, today I'm very sleepy, so I won't be in the video. But today we will be talking about Amazon FBA Demystified.
Thank you, Zeta. Guys, if you haven't signed up for our channel, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and do it. Please don't forget to hit the bell icon so whenever we upload content, you're notified properly. And also, please like the video. As Zainab said, today we will talk about Amazon FBA. Before we go into Amazon FBA, I wanted to take a minute and talk about sales. Now, if you look at the numbers, I can easily say that as consumers, we spend about $3 trillion a year. Out of that, about $500 billion is used through online. So you and I purchase online, and that purchase cost comes out to be around $500 billion every year. The number has been consistent for the last couple of years, around 15% increase from year to year. In this year, it was slightly lower. It was just 15%. Before, it was like 15.5, 15.6. The reason I'm mentioning that is because some people might be thinking, you know what, Amazon has been around for 20 some odd years, so the boat has sailed. No, there is still room. You can still make a lot of money on Amazon, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this video. So when we talk about sales, when we talk about online sales, Amazon takes about 40 some odd percent of total online sales. So Amazon is a big part of e-commerce, say the least. And today's video is basically I'm going to talk about Amazon FBA. Before I talk about Amazon FBA, let's talk about three keywords, you call it, three phrases, you call it, that you and I hear from time to time or whenever we are talking about online sales and like that. One is FBA, which is Fulfillment by Amazon. The second word is FBM, Fulfillment by Seller or third-party seller like you and myself. And the third word is third-party seller. In other words, us, third-party seller. We are selling on Amazon platform, and we are the third-party seller. Who sells on Amazon? People like you and I, and sometimes big companies like maybe Target, Best Buy. I have seen Best Buy, and Amazon itself sells on its channel as well. So Amazon is very big. There's no doubt about it. So the reason why I wanted to do this Amazon FBA video is because when I was starting years ago, it was very hard for me to understand what FBA was. I felt that if you shipping it through Amazon, there is no fees, no nothing associated, just one fee you pay, that's about it. So I just wanted to simplify that for newcomers who are thinking to join and become an online seller. So let's talk about Amazon fees. The very first thing that we need to think about whenever we're setting up an account on Amazon is whether we're setting up a individual account or a professional account. You ask me, I would say start professional. Think about selling at least 40 items, every month. We can easily do it without a doubt. It just need a little bit of an effort and you're able to do it. So in that case, you don't worry about the individual account. You just jump right into the professional account. Individual account, there is no monthly fee. Professional account has a fee of $39.99. When you sell as an individual seller, Amazon charges you two fees. Amazon charges you per transaction fees, which is 15% of the cost of the transaction. So in other words, if you sold an item that is $15, Amazon is going to charge you 15% off $15, which comes out to be $1.50. Plus, Amazon is going to charge you $8 since you are a individual seller on Amazon. And then keep in mind, when you sell an item, you have to ship it, so there's a shipping fees that is associated. When you are a professional seller, every month you pay a fee that is $39.99. Once you pay that fees, let's say there is a sale. The sale is a $15 sale. Amazon is just going to charge you 15% of that transaction. Comes out to be $1.50, and that's all Amazon is going to charge you. And then when you ship the item, you pay the shipping fees, and that's about it. Now, keep in mind, when you become a professional seller, you have two options. Or you can use both options as a professional seller. You can sell some item through FBA, where you ship the item to Amazon and Amazon does all the customer service. I'll go into that in just a second. Or you can be a FBM, which is you ship the item yourself. So in my case, when I first started, I was doing a lot of FBA, and I felt that there was a lot of commingling of my inventory with other sellers, and I got dinged on a number of different things, and I was very disappointed, and I stopped doing FBA. And I strictly do FBM right now, and don't do any FBA. I do okay, but there are sellers that do really good with being FBA. Personally, I'm not comfortable, so I don't do it. So what is FBA? FBA is fulfillment by Amazon, where you as a seller send your inventory to Amazon warehouses. When an item sells, Amazon employee picks, pack, ship the item to the customer, you get paid. Amazon cuts his fees, the rest you get. Now, when we talk about FBA, what are the fees that are associated with FBA? So if you are sending your inventory, either you putting your label on every item that you ship to Amazon. So if you're shipping 1,000 pieces, you're going to have to put your label on 1,000 pieces. Or you pay somebody to do it. If you have a manufacturer that you're using or a distributor you're using, if they have a service where they charge you 10 cents, 15 cents to put your label on the inventory before it is shipped to Amazon, then you pay that. So that's the first fee. The second fee is the shipping cost. The shipping cost is basically, when you ship an item to Amazon FBA, Amazon charges about 50 cents per item. I have seen, I take it back. Amazon will let you know how much it will charge you when you put a shipping plan together. It will let you know that if you ship this, it will be this much. Now, if you compare it to you going to FedEx and doing it through FedEx, Amazon is very cheap. The 50 cents I was mentioning is if there is a return and the return comes to Amazon and you want that return to come back to you, Amazon charges you 50 cents and return the item to you. So that's that. So you shipping the item, so there's a shipping cost associated with this. So this is the second cost. The first cost is labeling cost. The second cost is the shipping cost to Amazon warehouses. The third cost is your storage fees. When your inventory gets to Amazon, it has to be stored somewhere, right? So Amazon charges you a fee every month based on how much space you use to store your inventory. It could be if your inventory gets there and then day one you sold all the item, Amazon is going to charge you for that 1 day of inventory. 1 day over storage fees for your inventory. If it stays there for 30 days, Amazon will charge you based on those 30 days. Then the next fee is your pick and pack, shipping and handling, you call it. So a customer purchased an item. One of the employees at Amazon warehouses will go to your bin, pick up your item, pack it, ship it to the customer. So you call it shipping, handling fees. Pick and pack, shipping, handling fees. Now, transaction is completed. You get your money. Amazon will take its cut. Everybody's happy. But let's say there is a return. If there is a return, Amazon is going to give them a return label. Now, if the mistake is yours, which in my opinion, it's always is our fault as a third-party seller, and a lot of times buyers are just letting Amazon know that item is defective so that they don't have to pay any return shipping. So keep that in mind. There are honest buyers out there as well who would let Amazon know, no, I don't like the item, so they will just pay the fee themselves, the shipping fee, to have the item returned back to Amazon. When the item is returned, so the first fee is the return shipping fee that you pay. The second will be a Amazon administration fees for that return. And then if you want that item shipped back to you, 50 cents to have the item shipped back to you. So that's that fees that you have to keep in mind. So those are all the fees that you have to keep in mind. Now, as I'm mentioning these, I know some of you might be thinking, these fees are irrelevant. There's only 50 cents, 20 cents, 40 cents, 90 cents, $1.50. Yeah, I understand it's only a small amount, but think of it this way. I'll give you an example. In a month, I sell maybe over 1,000 pieces. Thousands of my pieces I sell every month. So if I'm selling that many pieces, for every transaction I have to pay these fees, with the exception of if I don't have any returns, I don't pay those return fees. So you also would have to keep that in mind, that yes, for the most part, these are small fees that you're paying, but at the end of the month, you calculate and then you realize some people say, you know what, with all the FBA fees that they pay, it just becomes too much. So they lose a lot of their, and at my return, what my business setup is, my business model is, I wanted to have 20% return. Some people would want to have 40% return, 50% return. Some people don't have as much. So if you start taking out all these fees, you end up getting nothing. Since I sell on Amazon, I'm going to these seller forums where there are other sellers that are talking about the fees, and people are talking about their grievances with Amazon and what they don't like. And one of the things that I hear about people complaining about is how these fees have gone up so much, and how these fees have digged into other people's profit. So as a brand new seller, these are the things that you want to keep in mind when you are setting up or when you're starting to sell on Amazon. I felt that I wanted to talk about this because when I started, I couldn't find a video that explained it in a simple way, that if you're selling, keep all these in mind. Understand these terminologies, FBA, FBM, third-party seller, things like that. So that's why I wanted to do this video, to explain these things for new folks that are thinking to join the e-commerce community. I hope you like the video. I hope you like the content. Please, if you have any question, do not hesitate to leave us a message, and I'll be more than happy to respond back to you. Until next time, stay safe. We'll be back with another episode with a slightly different topic. I have an idea what I want to talk about next, and it's very, very exciting. Until then, thank you so much. Good night, and I'll see you next time.